Alright, so before moving into learning other operators and refactoring the other methods within our code, within our project, our restaurants project, let's do a quick summary, a quick revision on what we have just learned. So we know that when we work on a lot of lists and we do a lot of handling with those lists, we can use this kind of collection operators that Kotlin provides, and they are really useful because they allow us to write more concise code. They allow us to reduce the nesting of the loops that are generated. So instead of nesting one for within another for, and so we can use this kind of sequential operators that allow us to change the list, to modify its content, and so the actual code becomes much more clear and much more easy to understand. Also, we can create sequential actions, as I just said, because you can apply an operator and then apply another one, and each operator represents a type of action, something that happens on the list, on the actual content. So it's really easy to understand and read that code. It's really easy to understand what actions are done on that list, on that content, and you don't have to look into the nested code and try to understand what's going on there. You see the actions very clearly. Now, we learned about filter and about map. So filter, we know that we have a list, and when we apply the filter operator, we can basically take out some elements based on a predicate, based on a criteria that we set. So what we do with filter, we basically transform the list in the sense that we take out the elements that we don't need. We only keep what we need, we only keep what we want. So we kind of shrink the list based on a criteria that we choose. Now on map, again, we have a list, and when we apply the map operator, what happens, we basically change the type of the object, of the class that holds data within the list. So in our case, we had a list of restaurant response, and we changed the type to a restaurant type. So this basically allows you to transform the type of the object, and it's really useful when you have to map and do a lot of transformation on the objects. You have to change their type, change their behavior, and so. Now, let's move on to refactoring the other methods, and let's also learn some new cool stuff about these operators.